everybody. All about the gyro here. And I have in front of me the B license for road for the 2020 season 4 calendar. Now, currently I'm a C license, I'm at 3 even. So if I drive safely, there is that opportunity for me to get the promotion into this. And that's why I brought it up. And I'm really happy I did because first off, the Verizon IndyCar series. Great series. The car's fantastic. And you have a great mixture of both circuits and lap counts. I'm really excited to see this. And I find this actually fascinating, kind of a couple of the choices they made here. So we start at Laguna Seca, iconic. But then you have a couple over races, Auto Club and Las Vegas. And then you have Sonoma, and they're using the cup um, layout for this. I like Sonoma, but I like it in the full layout with the carousel. But I understand why they're doing this. It's actually to create some passing opportunities in these cars. Yeah, I actually can get behind this for this series. Sonoma and some other series, not so much. This one, I kind of get. Phoenix 160 laps, that's awesome. Who wouldn't want to get tickets to see in real life at Road Atlanta Indy cars? Come on, raise your hands. I would pay for that. I live 4 hours from Road Atlanta. I would be there in a heartbeat. Then you go around the bull ring of Dover. And when you look at the middle of the schedule, so weeks 4, 5, 6, 7, you have a technical twisty road course, a flat 1 mile oval, a natural terrain rolling road course that races very well. And then you have a bull ring, and that's what makes IndyCar so much fun is the mixture of places that you'll race this car at. So continuing on, when you look toward the end, you look at the last 5 races, it really speaks to how wonderful IndyCar is. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, to me, it's Mosport. Great track to race this car. IMS on the oval, well, it needs to be said. Detroit at Belle Isle, what also needs to be said. And it also, notice it makes sense that Belle Isle followed. In real life, when in a normal year, obviously this is COVID this year, that makes sense. But the last two I find fascinating. Texas Motor Speedway, oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. But then the NASCAR road course for IndyCar. And I think for this car, this configuration will race well because now it stops the draft and pass in the what I call the Rolex layout where you just race around out of the bus stop. I actually think this is going to be really good for IndyCar. So this schedule, absolute A, I would say maybe A plus. That's how much I like it. It just has that nice mixture to it. Um, and it's going to really reward the best driver because it's such a big variety. So really happy about the offerings. Moving down, we got the Sprint Series. So this is GT3, and the circuit choices here, I for the most part I really liked. Barcelona, which in a previous video I said, for GT3 it's a gentle introduction, but it's also a 40-minute sprint. So I'm not sure about fuel on this. I haven't been around. I don't own Catalunya yet, but not a bad start, but then you have the full Brands Hatch, you have Okayama, you have Interlagos, Zandvoort, Wootton Park, and Monza. I mean, that first half is absolutely stoked. Like, that's a strong calendar in almost any series. Full Donington Park Grand Prix, Sonoma Cup layout. This almost feels like a let up a little bit. Um, I understand why they're doing the cup layout, but it's. I would have preferred something else um, in this particular slot. But I also see why. I mean, Silverstone has made its appearance in a lot of different series. Um, like I would want something crazy here, like Oran Park. Put in the new material. So to me, that's kind of the one downer. But the rest of it is really good. Nürburgring Grand Prix, Zolder, Silverstone Grand Prix. Honestly, outside of Sonoma, which is, it's a sprint series, though it's not egregious. This calendar, A minus. Very, very happy with that calendar. And now we have the Le Mans series. So this is the HPD, your GTEs, and your two prototypes. So very interesting. Races are every odd 2 hours on the hour. So very interesting. They start off in Interlagos, Sebring, Silverstone, Road America, Classic Boot, Le Mans, Suzuka. And then the hits just keep coming. Monza, the historic Catalunya. So I believe that is minus that chicane at the end. So you're going through that curve at full speed. The World Endurance for Nürburgring, Imola, Spa, A plus schedule. That is a superb schedule. 60-minute races. Yeah. Get excited on that schedule. That's all I got to say. Get excited. So now I want to spend a little bit of time in the endurance part. So the 6-hour races here. Same cars as above. It's team racing. You start at Sebring. And the hits just come in this schedule. Road America, Le Mans, Monza, the World Endurance Championship version of Nürburgring, and the Grand Prix puts a Spa. I mean, that for 6-race calendar, there is not one soft circuit. And the one thing about that is outside of probably the Nürburgring, horsepower. How fast can you get down the straights in this series? So really, really happy about that. And now let's talk about this. This is a new piece of content from iRacing. GT Endurance Series. I believe it's a new piece of content. 90-minute races. All 6 of these circuits are fantastic. But you need a GTE car. Interlagos, the Grand Prix of Silverstone, Classic Boot of Watkins Glen, Suzuka, Catalunya with the Grand Prix, so you have that chicane section, Imola. That is going to be some great racing. That's another A plus. So 2 A pluses already. If you're into the classic Lotus, here's its schedule. I'm not expecting to race in it. And then, of course, you have the Formula 3.5. This one is not filtered for GT. Normally, I am GT centric, but looking at these circuit choices and stuff like that, I mean, the 3.5 looks fantastic. Snetterton is on the Lotus one, and I mean, these schedules look fantastic. So, B license, I think overall, best license, very high marks in the scheduling. It's fantastic. So, Yeah, just want to do a little brief overview of that. Want to share that out with you. So that'll be it. Catch you in the next one. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, etc. Take care, everybody.